Hello my friends, it's time for another Vlogmas episode. Today is December 16th. I keep forgetting what day it is. And of course, Kazi brought his toy. It's his, this used to be a raccoon. He's gonna start whining for it because I put it in my lap because I'm not gonna give it to him for a minute. Also want to show you my sweatshirt. Oh, there he goes. He just took it off my lap. I just got this yesterday. This is from Literary Enchantments. It says Bookish Vibes. Isn't it so cute? Their shop opens January 4th, and my code and the link to their Instagram is below. So, I did read more of Don't Hex and Drive last night. I am 100 pages in. I'm on chapter 9, and I just am loving this so much. This is just such a fun book to read. It's so fun, and I think it's so funny, too. Like, it's just, there were a couple of scenes in here where I was literally, like, just laughing out loud, and I love the characters. Isadora is the witch. So basically this book is about, so this Stay a Spell series is about a group of sisters who are witches, and they live in New Orleans. I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong. I am a Western girl. I don't know how to say Southern words. New Orleans? If you're watching, Jess, and I'm sorry for butchering it. Anyway, so she is a witch, and she meets this vampire right at the beginning who they have this very funny, very cute meet cute, and he is just instantly taken with her, can't stop thinking about her type of hero, and she is a little bit socially awkward, and the back cover says she's notoriously bad at peopling, and she's so relatable, and she's super attracted to him, but she's definitely like avoiding him, and he is starting to sort of slowly, progressively try to lure her in. It's very fun. It's very fun. I love this family of sisters. These are honestly, this series is literally one of my favorite series. I just love it so much. It is paranormal romance, has a very good contemporary kind of rom-com feel, but also like there's a really interesting, mysterious plot in each of them that I love. That I feel like Juliet Cross does a really good job of building a plot to go along with the romance, so I'm super interested in that too. This one is a little bit darker, but it's just not too dark at all. It's just a little bit so far, but it's just so good. I just love it. I just want to and it's not very long, and it's so readable that I definitely feel like I could just binge this in one setting, but I just haven't had a chance to sit down and read for that long. I did stay up late to read it last night, but I didn't finish it because my eyes shut. So, also, continuing to listen to this. This is the book 10, I believe, in Immortals After Dark. I am on chapter 23, listening to this on audio. Really enjoying this. This couple, they are on Torture Island together, and Malcolm is like a demon vampire, and he has really had some trauma happen to him, and he is just such... I just really like him as a hero. So Caro is the heroine, and she is a witch, and she is on this island with him too, but there's like, I don't know how much to say, because there's really not much on the blurb on the back that tells you what happens, but they're both on this island, and they're trying to escape together. That's basically what I will say. There are some other plot twists in their plot threads that make it very complicated for them to be together, but the way that Kresley Cole writes how her heroes just need to get to their fated mate, and when they find them, how protective they feel towards them, and how much they just... how devoted they are, it's just so wonderful. I love it so much. So I feel like sadness is gonna happen now. I feel like we're gonna approach and get some sad times, and I don't want that to happen. So that's what I am reading so far. And then I wanted to show you, I got some fun mail. I got this in the mail last night, and I really, really like it. It's super cozy. This is a large. It's a crew neck. I think that they're unisex sizes, so I wanted something big and cozy, so I asked for a large, and it fits me perfectly just like how I wanted it. Super cozy, super comfy. And then I got this from Romance Schmomance on Instagram. Isn't this adorable? Oh, I love this card so much. Thank you so much for sending it to me. I love it very, very much, Malia. It's just adorable, and it was the sweetest. Honestly, it just made my day so happy. And then I've been getting cards from my seasonally booked up friends. We have a Happy Mail group, so that's fun. And also, this one is from my bestie Dana, who also has a YouTube channel, which I will link below, and you should go check her out. And then I got some books from Gigi because I bought some books from her. I think it was Black Friday when I bought them. And she had a deal going that if you bid in an auction on Black Friday, she would send a mystery book with it. And so she sent them to me. So here are the mystery books first. Kazi, your beard got them all wet. Doggo. I got this one, which I have not heard of. But I think it's very pretty. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, the glare. Isn't that just a beautiful cover? I love it. This is a zebra historical romance. It says, a bartered bride and a reluctant bridegroom. When it came to marriage, Olivia Parker knew better than to expect a love match, but she couldn't hide her outrage when her father bartered her to Brandon Wilde. Her handsome, brooding spouse seemed to feel otherwise. The morning after their wedding, Olivia awoke at his down at Hills country estate and found him gone. Well, she wasn't going to let him go, not without a fight. Interesting. Interesting. Let's see when this was published. This was published in 2000. I was about to say that wasn't too long ago, but it was 20 years ago. I'm old. I'm not old. But I do remember the 2000s. So this is one that I ordered. Hey, you can't chomp that. And I already have this copy and I have already read it and loved it. It was one of my favorite books of the year. But I did not have the copy with the step back, and the step back is so gorgeous, so I needed it. And so I bid in this and nobody bid against me and I won it. And I want to show you. It's Mine Till Midnight by Lisa Kleypas. I love this book so freaking much. And I finally got this step back. Oh, I love it. I love this couple. This is just the most sweetest, swoon-worthy romance. I actually mentioned this in a video, which, if you've been watching my videos, it will be before this vlog because I'm going to post it tomorrow. And Mine Till Midnight was in there. So this is another book that Gigi sent that I did. This was one of the mystery ones. Karen Rainey, which I have not read at all. Does that say The Texan Duke? Huh. This is an Avon romance, so that's exciting. Let's see. As the ward to the late Duke of Lothian, Elspeth Carew, I can't name, resides at the ancestral estate of Beladair. Oh my goodness. Fiercely attached to the manor, she loves it more than anything else. When Connor McGrate, the new Duke of Lothian, arrives, Elspeth does not quite know what to make of the American who has inherited the title, but has never even set foot on Scottish soil. The tall, ruggedly handsome Texan sweeps through Beladair with an air of authority Elspeth has never encountered. Okay, that's very interesting. I'm super intrigued with that. So let me know if you've read Karen Rainey. I have not read her. I have a few of her other books, but I am honestly like a Texas Duke. This was published in 2017. I definitely want to get to that soon. That's very interesting. Thanks, Gigi, for those. And then I am super duper excited about this because this is one of those books that I have wanted this edition of specifically for so long. Even though I haven't read it, I am going to read it because my bestie Jen from the Book Refuge, my phone is ringing. My bestie Jen from the Book Refuge, I asked her to pick out a TBR for me, which I haven't gotten to that yet because, you know, Vlogmas. And I'm just being a mood reader. Anyway, this was one of the books that she picked she wanted me to read. I still haven't read it yet. I have been a little bit nervous about reading some of these really old school, super popular historical romance authors, even though at the same time I am also super intrigued. So I have been hunting this edition down and I finally have it and I'm so happy, and I know I've been talking about it forever, but here it is. Look, I finally got this edition of Kingdom of Dreams. I've actually heard that people love this, and would you just look at how gorgeous. Like, the front cover is honestly pretty delicate, but oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. I literally, I just love it so much. I love this edition. I'm so happy. I kind of am a little nervous about that cover, though. It's really hanging on there by a thread. But I'm just happy to have that in my possession. So, tea. And then we'll be done with this very long clip. Okay, so today is Relax. Kazi, why are you whining?
Do you need to go outside? Let's wait for a minute, okay?
Want to sniff it? He's not a fan. He's not impressed. Okay, so this says it has A deeply soothing fusion of chamomile, fennel, and marshmallow root. I didn't know marshmallow root was a thing. Am I just like, am I the only one who didn't know that there was such a thing as marshmallow root? Is that where is that anything to do with actual marshmallows, or is it named? That's interesting. This is good. It's very herby. It's pretty sweet. It actually kind of does remind me of marshmallows. That's good. I like it. Yeah, definitely. That was a good one. So I have to say, 16 days into it, the faint fennel taste is slightly growing on me. So, all right, that's all I have to say for now. I'll see you guys in a bit. You guys, I got a package of books. I won Bookish Kelly's giveaway. She had a 1K giveaway, 1K follower giveaway on Instagram, and I won her giveaway. And so this is the prize that I got, and I don't know what it is, so I'm gonna unbox it for you. Hopefully I'm not hitting the table too much. I'm so excited. Thank you so much, Kelly. Oh, there's no hope like friends. Is that? Oh, there's no trope like friends to lovers for the holidays. That's adorable. Look at this cute box. How cute is that, huh? Okay, let's see what is in here. This is from Love Sweet Arrow. I think they do like, let me move so my glasses aren't so glary. Is that better? Gosh. That's like a constant struggle, trying to find a spot where my glasses aren't glaring, but like this is probably the best spot for that. But then you get my desk and not my cute shelves. So that's usually why I sit here for vlogs. Oh, yuck. Do you see me a candy cane? You probably don't need to see that. You've seen candy canes. And then this is a bookmark. This is very, very cute. Love Sweet Arrow. That's adorable. Ooh. Big White Yeti Candle Company. This is Sexy Time Yeti. Oh my goodness. Ooh, that smells so good. It's like, I don't know how to describe that. Like, it almost smells like chapstick in a good way. Like, it's got like a minty menthol, but also like a little bit of a vanilla scent. What kind is it? I don't know. It doesn't say. Oh, it's Sexy Time Yeti, duh. It does smell a little bit manly, masculine-y. I mean, I'm not mad at it for sure. And let's see the book. Oh my goodness. Look at this. I have never heard of this, but isn't that a cute cover? I love it. This is a Harlequin? Cool. Senatorial candidate Byron Rubidoux always does the right thing, and after years of focus and dedication, his life and campaign are going exactly to plan until a blackmailer jeopardizes everything. No one is supposed to know that 13 years ago Byron told a lie to protect a college friend, and now that lie could destroy his career and threaten the woman he never stopped loving. Zoe Hammond hardly recognizes the refined and handsome politician Byron has become. The last time she saw him, he was the friend who saved her life by claiming to be the father of her unborn baby. For that, she'd do anything for him, except Byron's world of wealth, reputation, and deceit isn't a place where Zoe or her daughter belong. But when a menace from the past comes calling again, staying with Byron is best for them all. And as the searing attraction between them builds, they soon realize some things are worth fighting for, especially love. Oh my gosh, that sounds amazing. I love it. This is so cool. Is this the new mass market size? Because this isn't a regular mass market size. If it is, this is the first one that I've seen. And I like it. Like, it's super floppy. I like that. Although it is going to be like... It is taller, so it's not going to line up perfectly. And it's longer too. But I think it will be a fun reading experience because it does feel like it sits in your hand a little bit better, so I'm excited about that. That's so cool. Thank you so much, Kelly. I love this, and I'm super excited, and I can't wait to read it. Thank you so much. Yeah, so I'm still listening to Demon from the Dark, the Kresley Cole book, and let me grab the cover real quick. Still reading this, listening to this on audio. I'm almost done with it. And the sad times happened, and there was a really heartbreaking scene in here. And I just want Malcolm to be happy. He is I just love him. He's a wonderful hero, and he loves her so much. That's all that's happening. Kazi, you want to smell the candle? Come here. Come here. He likes it. Don't lick it. No, we can't eat it. Good evening, friends. I have just been reading this tonight, Don't Hex and Drive by Juliet Cross, and I had to come and gush to you because this book is so fun. I just love Juliet Cross. Like, honestly, she does sexual tension so good, and she does that romantic comedy just so good, and I just freaking love it. So the hero in here's name is Devraj, I think. Devraj, I'm not sure if Devraj, I don't know. Names. But he's a really powerful vampire, and he also is like a Bollywood actor, and so we just had this scene where Isadora's sisters found this DVD that he had gave to her of him in a movie that she threw away because she's trying to act like she's not interested in him, and her sisters were all watching it, and they're all just like swooning, and Isadora is finally realizing that she is very attracted to him, and then he walks in, and it's just so funny, and it's just so good. Like, this is one of the funnest, happiest series I have ever read. Like, I just feel completely happy the whole time I'm reading it. The whole time I'm reading it, I'm just like, this is what I've been looking for, you know? I just love it so much. It's so good. So I just had to come and gush about that because that was literally the best scene. But I just was so excited, like, I just had to come tell you because, like, I love a good sexual tension build-up, you know? Like, I love it. And it's just, like, you can just feel it so much in this. Chef's kiss. Spicy meatball. Like, what happened to my light? Do you like my horsies? Let's go see them. My husband redecorated our bedroom, and he got these for me. See? Isn't it beautiful? That one's my favorite one. This is my bedroom. But I love this one too. Okay, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Your paw on the table. No. Oh, the light. I need to fix the light. tired. 1 minute and 32 seconds, and now I'm ready to talk. Would you like to politely come up here now? Oh, you would. Thank you. Hello, my friends. Oh, it is a new day. It is a new day, and I forgot to get the book of which I was talking about. Okay, I am back. So we have some book news to talk about. I finished this audiobook. I finished this morning. This was a 5-star read for me. This book, honestly, like I feel like this is another one of those books where not as much of a struggle as like A Heart of Blood and Ashes or Sea of Ruin, but there was definitely a point early on in this book where I was not loving it. This is, I don't know if I even talked about the plot of this a little bit. This is part of the Immortals After Dark series. The hero in this is a demon and a vampire. He's a Veman. He's a demon vampire. That's what they call him, is a Veman. And he's held captive on Torture Island, which is where, like, a bunch of humans who know about the lore in this world, that's where they have put these immortals for, like, experimentation and things like that. So he's had a really, really rough life, and he is just so broken, honestly. And Caro is a witch, and she's also imprisoned there, and part of her job... This is the wrong book. This is the book I'm reading next because I skipped this book, so excuse me for holding the wrong book. This is the audiobook that I'm starting next. This is the book I just read. Demon from the Dark. I just pulled this off my shelf because I skipped a couple of books because I was reading other things with our group, but now I really want to go back and read this because once I finished Demon from the Dark and gave this 5 stars, I just want to stay in this world. Like, that's the thing about Kresley, that's the thing about this series and Kresley Cole is, like, once you start, it is honestly so completely addicting, and, like, I don't want to read anything else. Honestly, like, this is turning into be a paranormal romance vlog, and I'm here for it because this book was so freaking fantastic. My phone's ringing. I feel like there were like, on the surface of this book, it seems like it's just like a fast-paced, sexy, really fun, action-packed paranormal romance. But the thing that I like so much about these whole books is that every page you get further into the story, Kresley is just like adding and revealing different layers to these characters and to their relationship, and the stakes are just like so high, and I love how she makes you completely understand each character's motivation and why they're behaving the way that they are. And I feel like the romance in here in particular is really sort of like primal, and it's just so delicious, and just I just love the way that he loved his fated mate in here and how much he wanted her and how he did everything he could to make her his, and it just was honestly fantastic. So I feel like I've really enjoyed each book in the series, honestly. The only one I thought was sort of meh was the one Dark Desires After Dusk was one that's the only one I've given 3 stars. That one was kind of hard for me, and that's the last one that I read, and I felt a little bit burned out in the series, so my friends kept reading it in our group. And then when they were on this one and they said it's Torture Island, I was like, yeah, I want in on that. So I've got some work to get back and get caught up on. I think I have 2 or 3, 2 full books, and I think maybe a novella or 2 to get caught back up. But man, they're honestly just so good, and I really feel like if you want to read this series, my biggest recommendation is to read the first one, and then immediately listen to them first, there'll be spoilers, to the Fated Mates podcast that Sarah McLean does, because they do an entire deep dive on this series, and I feel like it just completely enriches your reading experience to read the book and then listen to them break it down and talk about why Kresley does what she does and what this means the relationship and the different power dynamics, and it's just honestly like a masterclass in romance books, and it really makes me appreciate more the work that's being done there, and it's just so enjoyable. Like, I just completely love that. So yeah, I know I've recommended this to a few people who haven't loved it, and that's honestly what I want to say every time is, well, did you listen to the Fated Mates episode? Because I kind of feel like that should be required listening for these books if you're a first timer on it, just because they just add so much to these, and they're just great. So yeah, this one is my second favorite in the series now. My first favorite is the one with Conrad and Naomi, which I read during the Paranormal Romance Readathon. Oh, I love that book so much. I think that is called Dark Needs at Night's Edge. I forget the names of them. Anyway, I finished that, and I was like, okay, next, I need another Kresley book. So that makes me really sad to see that I'm getting close to the end of this series, because I don't want it to be over. But I also feel like this is a series you could reread and re-listen to and get so much out of it, but you know, it's never going to hit you the same as the first time. So, and then I read more of Don't Hex and Drive. You probably saw my clip last night. I am now halfway through it. I'm on chapter 15. I'm a little over halfway through, and this book is so freaking good. Like, I just love this. This is seriously one of the funnest books that I've read in so long, and it's just so enjoyable. Like, that's honestly like the highest praise I could think to give these books, is that they're just completely enjoyable from first page to last page. They're pretty low angst. I would say they're very low angst. They're just romantic comedy, very sexy. This book, I feel like Juliet really revved up her spiciness, and I really, really liked that. I just adore the hero. Devraj is just honestly a bit of a perfect hero, and I love him. Isadora is a little, she's not, I don't dislike her, but I don't love her as much as I did Evie. Evie is just my favorite from the first book, Wolf Gone Wild. Evie was the heroine in that book. I adore Evie, and I just connect with her on so many levels, and I love her so much. And this book, I really like Isadora too. She's very sweet and very relatable, but she definitely is like very, in some ways, she's repressing parts of herself, you know, like she doesn't really let herself feel as much as Evie did. So I'm really excited to see more of the unraveling with her. But we just got to a fantastic scene, chapter 14. It was wonderful. It was so great. So I literally have 2 sculptures I need to get finished, and then I'm going to start reading this. So it's a very good reading day, honestly. Like, I feel like I had a book hangover from the Day of the Duchess, and then I picked up several books, and I'm just completely loving them and just having a great time. So that is my reading update. Still reading The Two Towers, making some progress, really enjoying that. It's just so much fun. If you're a fan of the movies, I definitely would recommend reading the books, because it's so cool to see the literal words that the movies have taken from the books. Like, we just read the scene when they meet the Riders of Rohan for the first time, and just when they meet Gimli and Legolas, and like, those words are literally taken straight from the page. That scene is literally straight from the book, and I think it's just so cool to see. If you geek out about Lord of the Rings like I do, you would probably really love that. I mean, I have not reread Fellowship, because like I said in my other video, there's a great portion of that book that is just very slow, like very slow, and I haven't wanted to reread it ever, because I'm always like, I just know it's going to put me in a reading slump, you know? So I haven't reread it, but I would be curious to go back and see what is taken from there too. But like, every single quote that you can remember, except for the one in The Two Towers, which was just a movie quote that they made, which was so good too. But a lot of the most memorable quotes that are in the movies are taken directly from Tolkien, and I just love that so dang much. And I'm very emotional about that series, and I love the book so much. So it's fun to reread those with my son. I'm rereading that with my son. So that's the reading plan. I need to finish, top priority is work, have to finish that. Then I'm going to immediately finish this, and then I have to go get another book, hold on. And then I'll be starting this with my friend Shay, who gifted me this, and we're going to read up to chapter 8 today, which is not really very many pages, so that is good. Yeah, so it is like 70, okay. 64 pages. That's totally doable. This is what I have to read for our buddy read with this. I'm super, super, super excited to read this because I have, as soon as I saw this cover, I just have been dying to get it. I don't really know what to expect, but I'm very hyped. Very, very hyped. And I'm also definitely, obviously, in a bit of a fantasy paranormal mood, so that'll be good. Okay, tea for today. Chamomile vanilla. This... it's fine. We know they're all gonna have vanilla. I don't know why it's December 17th and I'm still like, is it gonna, not vanilla, is it gonna have licorice? Yeah, they all do, okay? So we're gonna taste it. This is my Wolfsong mug. Isn't it beautiful? I love it so much. From Literary Enchantments, I'm a rep for them. The code is in the description box if you would like to get a mug. They open on January 4th. This is chamomile, vanilla, and honey. And honestly, this is pretty sweet. Like, I put stevia in it like I always do because that's just my sweetener of choice. It's very natural. And I don't like sugar. Stevia does have, if you haven't tasted it, it does, for some people, have a bitter aftertaste. I don't even notice it anymore because I've been using stevia in place of sugar for literally 6 years. But I know that when I offer my stuff that's sweetened with stevia to my kids, they're like, that has an aftertaste. And I'm like, really? I didn't notice because I'm just so used to it. But this says it has honey in it, which is interesting. It's pretty good, honestly. Like, I like it. The thing that's interesting about this calendar is they all have that licorice. They all have that, like, base taste to them that is very similar. And then the other flavors are just kind of, sort of changed a little bit. So, anyway, this has turned into a very long clip. And I've got work to do and then reading to do. And I will check in with you later. In order to not have this vlog be a million years long, I need to stop coming here and just babbling. So, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys a little bit later. Oh, hi, it's me again. I know I said I was going to keep this short, but I just got some very, 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 very exciting mail that I've been waiting for and I needed to show you. So, I have talked quite often about Jessin from Jessin Reads Romance. She also has a YouTube channel and she does a podcast with her and her aunt Juliet Cross called Smart Women Read Romance. And I am a huge fan of both of those. Jessin and I think we started our YouTube channels around the same time and kind of developed a friendship through that. Like bonding over, you know, being YouTube newbies. It was really cool. She's one of my favorite people that I have been able to meet on BookTube, and she had a Kickstarter for some enamel pins, and I supported that, and I just got them, and I love them so much. So I'm going to show you. She very generously sent me some extras, and I just have to show you because they're just completely beautiful. So I don't know, like, which one do I want to show you first? Okay, they're so cute, you guys. We're going to start with the bookmark. This is her tagline, I guess. Is that the right word? It says life's better with a little HEA. Like, don't you just love that? I just adore it so much. I love the art for these. I just am head over heels in love with it. I don't remember the name of the artist who designed these off the top of my head, but I know Jessin has talked about her. So hats off to that because she does amazing stuff. So this is the Read Romance pin. Don't you just love it? Oh my gosh. Like, I love the colors, like pink and purple, and the gold is so beautiful. This one is super cute too. It's the Book Bay leather jacket, which I love. Oh, I'm like freaking out about these. These are so great. I love this one, Smart Women Read Romance. This one is a personal favorite of mine. I love the glasses. I love the colors. I love HEA all day. Love it, love it, love it. I love these so much. And then these are the two girls. They had two book reader girls, and I don't remember which one this one is named. But don't you just love her? Oh. And this one is probably my favorite in the whole pack. I just think she's so freaking adorable. I love her high ponytail. I love her pink glasses. Oh my gosh, I love it so much. And it's the romance reader pin. Like, I love these so much. They're so freaking beautiful. And then she also sent me a sticker, which is for sure going on my reading journal. I'm glad that I have a spot for this because it's perfect. I just honestly, like, this made my entire day. I love these so much, and I just love them. I'm so happy. Like, they're so well made, and they're just so perfect. Like, the cards, I love it. I am very hyped about those, as you can probably tell. And then I got some new sweatshirts from Hello Lovely. So this is the One More Chapter hoodie. I don't remember what size I got. This is a medium. So I have the purple one, the Moody Reader, the lilac one. I got that in a large, I think, because that was all that was available. And it's a little bit bigger than I wanted, so I tried a medium this time. I mean, I still love it. It's still super cozy, but it is a little big. And then I got this Moody Reader crew neck. Moody Reader Club. So I'll have to wear one of these. Fix light to fix. Okay, there we go. I'll be wearing one of these in my next clip. You can count on it. So that is just some very exciting book mail that I just needed to show you. Oh, I have one more thing I need to show you. Are you ready for this? I pre-ordered this. This is the new mass market size. I really, really wanted this movie. Oh, I really love it. I really wanted this movie tie-in cover because, like, the way he looks at her, like, I can't deal with it. So I ordered a copy of this from, I think, the University Bookstore where Julia Quinn signs them, and then I had her sign it to me. Actually, this is this is for Jen. I got one for Jen at the Book Refuge. I got her a gift. So spoiler alert, Jen, this is your part of your Christmas present from me. Anyway, I'll show you Jen's because it is really cool. I had her, Julia Quinn, sign it for Jen at the Book Refuge. Isn't that so cool? I love it. So mine just says to Crystal. Just Crystal. But yeah, so this is going to Jen. And I'm just super duper excited about those. I have one exactly like this. But instead of for Jen, it says to Crystal. So anyway, I'm so happy about these. I love them so much. I can't even deal with it. Like, look at these. Oh! Those are so completely beautiful, Jessin. Like, I'm quite literally stunned at how gorgeous they are. Just thank you so much. And I do believe she's going to be opening an Etsy shop with more of those pins. So if you want some, which you should, make sure to follow Jessin. She will be linked below. Okay, for real, I'm going now. My friends, we have another 3-day episode of Vlogmas this time because I haven't really I don't even remember the last time I updated you. I'm gonna edit this video all in one go after today. It's just like, I don't know, man, like life's just gotten nuts, you know? Like, so yesterday I had my very last Christmas order that had to be shipped out by Christmas done. And it was honestly, like, so stressful, but I got it all done. everything's boxed up and shipped and ready to go. So I can now relax for this weekend. I still have a lot of orders that I need to do that I am backed up on, but the ones that needed to be shipped by the Christmas deadline are done. And so that is just like every year when I get to this point where I've shipped out my last Christmas order, it just honestly feels like the weight of the world is off my shoulders, and it just feels so good. So now today I'm rewarding myself with a day of just reading. So it's actually late in the day. It took me a while to get everything boxed up safely and packaged and labels printed out and all that good stuff. So it is 2 o'clock in the afternoon. We're just barely getting around to come and do an update with my tea. This flavor, I didn't toss it in the garbage because I'm honestly a little intrigued with it. It is licorice and cinnamon, a deliciously exotic blend of cocoa, cinnamon, and licorice. Interesting. It smells really interesting, actually. Like, it definitely smells like cinnamon and chocolate. I can't smell the licorice, but like, I really want to know how this tastes. So let's do a tasting. I like that. That's a very interesting flavor combination, honestly. Like, the chocolate flavor, like, where is the, oh, cocoa bean shell. That's interesting. Licorice root is the first ingredient. Why you gotta be like that? Like, why you gotta do me like that? I'm sorry to all my friends who love licorice who are watching this. I know there are a lot of you out there, but I just cannot do it. Like, bleh. As I take sip number 2. That's a pretty interesting flavor, actually. Like I kind of like that. Yeah. It's one of those that, like, grows on you. Yeah, I like that. That's honestly one of my favorites. So, interesting. Okay, now let's do some reading updates. So, do you ever just get, like, the tip of your nose itches? You're welcome for including that. So, honestly, I've mostly been reading these 2 things. This is my audiobook, Kiss of a Demon King by Kresley Cole. This is my read for my Kindle and just physical read. Oh my gosh, I'm loving both of them. Honestly, I feel like I'm just in this really wonderful reading place right now. These are both making me so freaking happy, and I love them so much. I've talked a lot about what this one is about, and we're really getting into, like, Devraj wants Isadora so bad, and he wants her more than just physically. Like, he wants her to be his, and I am swooning. I love it so much. These books just make me so happy. I honestly feel like I've got a lot of the videos coming out in January. I decided to see my nose is itching again. I decided to save my best of the year videos for January, so I'm going to start filming those this week because I wanted to wait and make sure I didn't find a new favorite because of the type of person that I am. It would really bother me if I found a new favorite on December 29th, and I couldn't include it in my video. So I'm going to film all of my end of the year videos this next week. Not all, but I'm going to start doing them. I'm going to do, like, my 10 favorites. I'm really honestly kind of back and forth about if I want to include a most disappointing books of the year, because I don't really want to get hate, and I have a book on there that is extremely popular that I did not like. If you follow me on Twitter, you probably know what that is, and I'm afraid that I'm going to get some hate for it. But I also would really like to talk about books that disappointed me without ranting about it, and then to also talk about why, because I feel like that would be I like those types of videos personally, and I feel like it gives me a better insight into what this person's reading tastes are, you know what I mean? So if you have an opinion on that, please let me know what it is below, because I'm really honestly pretty nervous to film that. I don't have a ton of books on there, and I think most of the books that disappointed me this year were YA books, and that's kind of when I stopped reading a whole lot of YA, and I think I only have 1 or 2 that are romance. So, the popular one is one of those. Let me know what your opinion is on that. Anyway, I've got my 10 favorite romances, you know, favorite authors that I found this year, like all of those end of the year. I've completely forgot what my point was in talking about this. Man, I just get up here and I just ramble. my goal with these check-in clips is that it feels very conversational and that you feel like you're talking to me and that it's not scripted. But I also sometimes worry that I just blah blah too much, so I don't know. Anyway, reading update. I think I'm positive this is going to be a 5-star read. I just adore it. These books are just so fun and happy, and they're just my favorite. Honestly, these are very comforting to me. I know I've talked about that before. They're just happy and comforting, and they just are just feel-good reads, you know? Like, I just love them so much. So I'm super into this. I'm going to finish this today. I'm doing it. I declare it. This book, wow, is very spicy meatball. Oh boy, this one is about Sabine and Rydstrom, the demon. Sabine is a sorceress, and I don't even really know how to describe this plot. I feel like that a lot with Kresley Cole books. Like, it's really hard for me to really describe the plot in these when they're not, like, the first book in the series, but this is, I think, the beginning of, like, Torture Island. Not necessarily Torture Island, but you see, like, the prison, and we see Lothair. I haven't gotten to his book yet, but the relationship between these two is just absolutely fascinating. They want each other so badly, but they're both not allowing themselves to have that, and there's a lot of interaction and play and teasing between them, and it's just a freaking delight. Like, I adore it so far. That's probably going to be a favorite in the series. So my other clip, I backtracked because I skipped this book, not unintentionally. I just wanted to read with my buddies, but I didn't read this one with them, so I'm reading this to catch up. And the next book I'm going to read is this. I'm going to pick this up today and read up to chapter 16 because I'm buddy reading this with my friend Shay. So there's my reading plans. My battery is about to die. I'm not really sure what else I'm going to include today because I hope this video won't be super long, but if I finish a book, I'll for sure come back and check in with you, and if not, then I guess I will see you in my next video. So whatever clip comes next, I guess you'll see what happens. Thanks, guys.